Louisville, Kentucky, Colton Lichtenberg nailed a 27-yard field goal on the final play of the game as Boston College rode a monster effort from tailback AJ Dillon to a 45-42 upset victory over Louisville at Papa John's Stadium Saturday afternoon. BC, which was a 21.5-point underdog, improved to 3-4 with its first ACC victory of the season, and the Eagles had Dillon to thank. The freshman from Lawrence Academy rushed for 272 yards on 39 carries and scored 4 touchdowns. BC accounted for 351 yards of total offense in the second half and 555 yards for the game, the most the Eagles have amassed since racking up 549 versus Maine in 2014. It was the most points BC has scored in an ACC game since they had 28 in a win over Syracuse in 2014. Louisville quarterback Lamar Jackson, the reigning Heisman Trophy winner, completed 19 of 39 for 332 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jackson rushed for 180 yards on 22 carries and 3 touchdowns. Jackson became the Cardinals' all-time leader in rushing yards and rushing touchdowns. Tied at 42, BC got a defensive turnover on a bizarre play with 1:49 to play. Jackson completed a pass to Jalen Smith, who fumbled the ball at the 47. The ball was recovered by Cameron Moore, who was stripped on the Louisville 39. BC cornerback Isaac Yiadom then recovered that fumble, giving the offense favorable field position at the 39. BC drove the ball to the Cardinals' 10 on 7 runs by Dillon. Lichtenberg then connected as time ran out to win the game. Trailing 21-14 at the half, BC's prospects appeared compromised on its first possession of the second half. The Eagles' power run game drove the ball deep into Louisville territory, but the drive stalled on the Cardinals' 23 when quarterback Anthony Brown was thrown to the ground on an incomplete third down pass. Brown exited the field slowly and was immediately taken to the BC locker room. He was replaced by graduate student Darius Wade on the Eagles' next possession. Wade orchestrated a stellar 14-play, 72-yard, scoring drive that tied the game at 21 with 5:03 to play in the third. Wade completed 4 passes for 47 yards to the Louisville 6. Dillon then completed the trip with a 3-yard dive for the touchdown. BC went ahead, 28-21, on a 4-play drive that covered 64 yards. Dillon opened the drive with a 33-yard run. Wade completed a 20-yard toss to Tommy Sweeney to set up a 6-yard scoring run by John Hilliman with 2:28 to play in the third. Wyatt Ray intercepted Jackson on Louisville's next possession, giving BC a short field. Dillon wrapped up the 22-yard drive with an 11-yard touchdown run, and the Eagles led 35-21.